Hello there, my YouTube friends and fans, and anyone who's new to my channel. Welcome to Watchdogs Legion. If you haven't picked up this game yet, you really should. It's amazing. Anyway, there was a problem though. There was some crashes that happened, rarely, after the release, and it wasn't a big deal. And then they released a patch and then it became a huge deal. The game literally crashed on me like every half an hour, and always in the middle of missions, or mostly in the middle of missions. Here's the one mission that I was not able to complete because of the crashes, and this is, like, in my opinion, the hardest mission of the game. Well, the hardest so far, and I'm almost at the end, so I'm pretty sure this is probably the hardest mission. So thankfully, a few days later, they came out with another patch because everyone was mentioning those crashes. I wasn't the only one, thank God. For a while I was thinking, do I need to buy a new Xbox? No, it was a game issue. There was just some corrupt files in there. And now we have the game fixed, and I have played a little bit to test it. No crashes, so I am very nervous about trying this mission again, because this mission requires so much attention. It's pretty lengthy, it's very complex, and you screw up just once, you literally have to start all over. Especially, not necessarily all from here, but if you, let's say you've tried a few times and you actually get away and do another mission, then you definitely have to start over. Or let's say your character dies, you have to start over. So it punishes you a lot if you make mistakes. The good thing though about having to redo a mission many times is that you really become very efficient, because you know exactly what to do and what not to do, and what works best for you. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it or the best way to do it, but for me this was definitely the best way. I've basically just learned to use cloak, go up here first, wait until the cloak refills, and then go back down. Disable the mechanism that locks the door up here, and then come back up here, use the cloak again, and go by the guards. So now I'm ready to go back down, and I know there's at least a couple of guys down here. I only see one now, but I know there's another one to my left. So I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. I'm kind of hoping at this point that he's coming towards me, but I'm just gonna go, and I hope that the cloak lasts just enough for me to make it over there before it uncloaks. So I made it. But then the problem here is, for some reason they got alerted even though I was cloaked, which is kind of weird. I don't know how this happened, so I'm a little bit disappointed, and I don't know if it's gonna work out, but I'm just gonna continue with my mission as planned. So I'm gonna go back here, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They're actually looking for me, so the mission's not gonna go as planned. I have to make a detour here real quick, and I'm closing the shaft because I've learned that if you don't, they're actually gonna come out here looking for you. That's something that surprised me. I'm like, wow, they're super smart. They actually are like, wait, this person could hide out here. So I'm just sitting out here waiting for them to calm down. My cloak is ready to go. And I'm very, very impatient because I just want to get this mission done. This mission was just hanging over my head for so long. I was like, God darn it, can I just do this mission? It is actually a fun mission, but it's not fun at all if you put all the effort in and then 80% through, it kicks you out. And if it kicks you out, you literally have to start from scratch, because the system doesn't know that you've ever tried this, so it acts like you've never ever tried it. So now I feel like it's safe to go back in because it's gone quiet in there, and there's a little bit of a bug. It's harder to jump here if you're not at a distance. So I'm just gonna see where they are. I see the one guy over there and the other guy also over there, and they definitely stopped looking for me. So I'm just kind of seeing if there's any way to kind of disable the turrets in there, because the turrets can see me too, not just the guys. So I have to be super careful, because if the turrets notice me, then they alert the guys, and then we have all hell break loose. So ideal is to not even alert anyone here. So I'm just waiting for this guy to go over there. And the other guy, I don't really know which way he's facing. I can't really make it out on the minimap. So I feel like let's save the cloak and start it late. Just so I can make it before it uncloaks. Quick, 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 quick. And I go down. Just in time before it uncloaks. So I don't know. Oh, there they are. So the guards are a little bit too close for my liking. Even though I can make it over their cloaking, I'm not quite sure if they would still kind of feel that something is passing by them. So I kind of want them at a little bit more distance than this. So I just wait until they kind of leave this area on the right, which is the path I need to go. So I just want them to go a little bit more to the left. But since I have to wait for the cloak to refill, I don't really feel stressed here. So he's now moving to the left just in time as my cloak is full. So now I'm making my move. Fast, 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 fast. And I made it. So this was like the hardest part of this part, the first part, to just kind of make it here without alerting anyone. Not sure if it's a bug or not, but every time I killed everyone, this door actually did not work, or the animation didn't kick in of the elevator opening and you couldn't continue. So I highly suggest doing this stealth. So here we are.
A no human zone? How refreshing. So clean, so organized, so peaceful. They follow strict environmental controls in the server silos. Luckily you can take control over the maintenance drones.
The easiest way to completely scramble their information center would be to cause a surge in the power core.
So what do we do?
They use high-capacity battery banks to ensure backup power. If you can find one, simply drop it in the core and that'll do it.
I think it's time to have a poke around.
So the one thing that's super, super, super important here is do not damage your drone. Not even a bit. Because you will be thankful if you have your drone at 100% health when you actually get to the end of this labyrinth. Because you will see that you need it. So I have learned to just be a little bit more patient than I usually am. And just take my time here, don't rush it. It literally takes a tiny little slip up and your drone gets damaged and you have to start over, or you just won't make it all the way to the end. So take your time, and I've never really figured out this pit. I don't really know what the best way is here. I actually just now realized you can go up here. All the other times I was just kind of daring it and my drone almost smashed under the wall in front of me. Ooh. And you can just kind of barely break it here. So still 0 damage on my drone. So far, so good. But we have a long way ahead. This is not the hardest part. So we have some more steam that we have to avoid here. And that just takes, you know, steady hands, literally. And just don't rush this. Just take your time. Figure things out slowly. And then usually from this point, I activate this trap. Just because this is like the best view of the trap. And I basically want to activate every trap there is. Because I want the 2 guys that are in this room dead. Gone. Because you'll see why, or I can just say it now, you need to come through this room again. And they are going to shoot at you when they see you. So if you knock those guys out now, you do not have to deal with them later. And you can just zoom through this room, no issue, the way you want, at the pace you want, whatever. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. So being a little patient here is going to really save you headaches. So I'm just waiting for the guys to run or walk into the trap. And one guy is already out. This guy should be out soon. So this guy over to the left is out. So there's usually a guy on the left and a guy on the right, and they kind of just walk back and forth. So I think I got the other guy. Let's just be careful. I just want to make sure there's not all of a sudden a third guy, because usually there are only two here. Yes, I got the guy back there. Look at that. He is definitely gone. I'm not taking any risk here, so I may go slower than some people prefer, but trust me, you do not want to have to do this mission again. Alright, so we're here. There's definitely nobody else, which is what I kind of was hoping. So now comes the iffy part. I screwed up here a few times, and it just as I made it, the system crashed, so I was like, well, thanks a lot. Alright. I mean, they're really not too hard, because there's definitely enough time to get through here. It's just really easy to miscalculate and just be like, oh yeah, now it's open, let's go. And then all of a sudden the thing comes back earlier than you expected, or it comes out in the wrong direction, especially if you play that when you're tired, which I do a lot. I usually play games when I'm supposed to be in bed. So this is the one where I ran into twice, and it's not the end of the game. It's not going to end the game. It basically just alarms the people that are in the room in front of you, and it makes it super difficult to complete your mission, because they're going to continue looking for you. They're trying to shoot you, and you just can't afford to have that happen. So the best thing is for them to never even know you were there. And that's not that easy, because you can't really hide here. As you can see, there's an open railing. There's no cover at all. And the problem also is, in addition to just avoiding them, I actually need to download one of the codes from the one person there on the right. And you have to be pretty close to the person. And I really don't want to go down there, because that just makes me like super vulnerable. So I was looking for the other person, and she's straight ahead of me. Those are two females here. So ideally, and I've never tried this before because I only got here once before, so I know there's a trap here, so I can definitely take out her or knock her out. And then I just hope that the other one also somehow walks into the trap. And there's not more traps as far as I know. I only know of those two traps in here. And since you really don't have a lot of chances to look around here, you know, I don't know if there's any others. But, you know, you can always let me know if there are. Not that it kind of matters now, but it matters for someone who's trying this. So I'm just like, God, can you just walk? Okay, good. Okay, one down, one more to go. But as I now just remember, I need to get the key of her card. So I'm downloading the key while she's laying there. And fortunately, this is just close enough. Otherwise, I would have to go down there. Thank God. So I have the key for the door that I have to go through next. But I still have this lady here, and she's facing the door, and it is super risky. I mean, last time I tried this, where I actually made it as far, she was actually shooting at me, and I knew that when I come out, she will be waiting for me, and I don't want this to happen this time. So I'm just like, can you just go over there? So I kind of used the attract function on this trap to kind of lure her over there, and she went and looked, but she didn't go close enough. So she's standing outside the trap. So I'm just opening the door to get myself prepared. In case she doesn't walk into any trap at all, I will just have to go and just hope for the best. But at least I want the door open, because I don't want to go down there and the door's closed, because then I'm definitely an easy target. So I'm just like, can you just walk into this trap, please? Really? What are you standing around down there? Oh, that's right, there is a trap active down there. Maybe she walks into that one. So let's just see and wait. I can wait a little bit longer. It's totally worth it. So at this point, I have sweaty hands because I'm like, did she just walk into the trap? Oh, she is. She's gonna go. Look. Boom! And I got her. Oh my God, this worked out so well. So at this point, I'm just like, please game, don't crash on me now. I made it, everyone is out, I'm here at the end thing. Come on, I've been so far before. That's the only once I made it that far. And I was like, wow, I finally made it without the system crashing. And as soon as I picked this thing up, the
Drop
system
this battery
crashed.
bank in the core and Albion logistics, done. Tactical assessment, kaput. Whatever operational algorithms they rely on, all gone. Get to it.
So as you can see here, I can just now easily, peacefully fly through here. I don't have to worry about getting shot. I can take my time. I don't have to stress. I don't have to hide. I can just make sure that I keep my drone at 100% health. And I can't believe I haven't really done any damage to this drone, not even 1%. And that gives me a really good chance to make it back. And I don't know, there's actually no guys around anymore, so maybe if I ran into those, it wouldn't matter, but I don't really want to take the chance. So like, sometimes they come out of nowhere, you think you took them all down and there's more guys coming, so no. I highly suggest, unless you've heard from someone that you can actually just run through here, activating the alarms, then go ahead and do it. I don't know such thing, so I'm taking my time on the way back. And this one, to me, seemed more complicated than on the way in, because I was all of a sudden like, wait, how do I get out of here again? This is like the other way around. And I was like, ooh, I do not want to make a mistake. Go, 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 go. Still didn't bang my drone into any walls, thank God. Here, I would have to face those two guys now, but they're gone. So I'm just like flying freely, no worries at all. Well, I still have sweaty palms at this point because the system could still crash, or the game could still crash. I'm totally aware of that, so I'm just like, what can I do? It's out of my control. If the game is crashing now, then that's what happens. But I am here now, so far so good, so let's stay positive and hope that it all goes well. So I'm gonna have to go back up here. And then this is the hard part, because if this wind kicks your drone into the wall, it can literally, I don't know what would happen, if the package will fall, or if it explodes your drone, whatever. So I'm just like, oh my God, get out of this wind, come on, make it, you can do it, you can do it. No, how do I do this? I don't know. Can I go here? Oh yeah, that actually works. See, I'm doing this for the first time here, so this is like the part where I'm learning. And I fly over here, and I cannot believe how easy this was. I was so worried about this part, because this can really destroy your drone in a second, in a split of a second actually. So I'm getting so excited at this point. I'm like, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. I've never made it that far. I can do this, come on, come on. If the game can just stick with me, we're good, we're good. And I'm mostly concerned now about my game crashing than me making a mistake, because I know I can do this. This is easy. This is the easy part. So I'm just gonna make it back slowly but steady, and I already know that there's nothing more after this. I'm just gonna have to find the door or the hole, and I think it's up. Yeah, there it is. So we're here. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. I'm like seconds away from what I always wanted to do and never could. Here we go. Oh my God. Only a couple more seconds and I should be finally done with this mission. Come on. Alright, drop it. Oh yes.
Yes. There goes Albion's Global Information Center. How about we let the people of Southwark know? I have an idea.
Oh man, at this point I was like, okay, if the system crashes now, let's say the game, then I'm pretty sure I won't have to do it from scratch again. But I still was kind of rushing out the door because I was like, nope. But here I knew I've done it. I didn't have to do this ever again if I didn't want to. Well, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed this mission, but when you have the game crash in the middle of a mission, it definitely takes away all the fun. So thank you Ubisoft for fixing that so fast. I am enjoying the game to the fullest again. And I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.